Battlestrong. We're back with another session, guys. I am Battlestrong 101. This is the third week. Every Tuesday, we're going over the accidental entrepreneur 50 things that I wish someone had told me about starting a business. So, for all my aspiring entrepreneurs or current entrepreneurs, guys, we are dissecting this book and I'm sharing all the tools and resources that many successful entrepreneurs have shared with us. So, let's hop right in. Guys, to be honest with you, this is the second video of today. I have to record this because last video did not upload. So let's hop right into it and get this good news. It says there's a mystique about the word entrepreneur. People tend to say, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm a downsized executive who has a small consulting practice, or I'm an independent contractor. So I ask, what's the difference? Part of the mystique is thinking that the only kind of entrepreneur is the person who has a brilliant idea or who starts a business using venture capital and fledgling enterprise becomes the next Microsoft. Not true. According to the Random House Dictionary, an entrepreneur is someone who organizes, manages, as well as assumes risk for a business or other enterprise. In other words, an entrepreneur is or can be you. Of course, some entrepreneurs' ventures are more financially risky than others. So, if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to assess your level of comfort with risk, as well as both financial risk, as well as, personal risk and financial risk. So, most people try out their business schemes at least once if money were no object. So, most people would try to start a business if they knew money was not an issue, right? However, it takes more than money to keep your venture growing and healthy. It says you need a passion. You need a passion for what you're doing, a persistent drive and confidence, right? To keep up with the marketplace trends. Next section is what type of entrepreneur option fits you best. The kind of entrepreneurial option you choose will have an effect on the risk that you're willing to take. It says to determine what type of entrepreneurial option is the best for you, assess your business vision versus how much risk you are willing to personally take on. Choosing your own business fit is one of the most creative and difficult aspects of going solo. In addition to thinking about whether your idea is marketable, consider what type of work reflects your passion and promises personal and professional fulfillment. It says such a business will thrive because of your enthusiasm as well as your commitment. So here are two common approaches of being a business owner. Let's hear about it. Number one, you want to be your own boss, but you don't have a clear idea of what business to start. Number two, you want to start a business based on your expertise, but you're afraid of the financial risk. However, if your business fits your unique skills, talents, as well as interests, and you have a solid plan, you can be successful either way. And I'm here to let you know that. So approach number one, you want to be your own boss, but you don't know what business to start. Andrea was ready for a major work life balance, knowing that she wanted to be her own boss and live in a country. And live in the country. She quit her corporate job and moved to a small town in Northern California. Her business idea grew out of her frustration with being unable to find a good pair of shoes at the local women's store. So she decided to fill the market void by opening a women's shoe store. Although Andrea had no prior retail experience, right? No prior experience, she did have a background in corporate sales as well as marketing, right? So she took some of her strength and she put them together, right? So she combined this savvy, combined this savvy with the need for stylish women's shoes at affordable prices. After 3 years, her store was so successful that she sold it and opened a new store in another small town closer to her home in the country. Andrea did not start with the brand new idea. In fact, but she did fill a market need that to fit her skills and interests. So, approach number two. You want to start a business based on your expertise, but you're afraid of the financial risk. Carol was a single mother and a talented illustrator as well as graphic designer. She always wanted to be an artist and she had worked with the graphic design field for corporations and agencies since college. However, over the years, Carol managed to do freelance projects after work and weekends. She was afraid to freelance full time because she felt that she needed to be very confident and that her income would be the same or increase after going solo. However, her freelance projects began multiplying to the point where she had no time to be with her family. After a year, almost around the clock of work, keyword almost around the clock. Those of us entrepreneurs already know 40 hours a week to be an entrepreneur, it's not happening. Not happening. There's no entrepreneur that just puts in 40 hours a week that is successful. It says it was a difficult and scary decision for her life, yet 1 year of her own, Carol had more work than her old job and part time freelance work that her provided combined. So she loved working at home and creating designs that conveyed her customers' message colorfully, artistically, as well as effectively. What worked for Carol was carefully planning and slowly building up a customer base in a field in which she had expertise as well as contacts, connections, right? And when you have contacts, you have relationships. And when you have relationships, you have doors. And when you have doors, doors open, right? Keep that in mind. It says it says there's a miracle information or a myriad information from A to Z, dealing with how to start a small business. Start by planning, setting goals, and create a timeline, and pick a starting date. So even the most confident entrepreneurs even ask for help when they need it. So never be ashamed to ask for help, right? It says my clients come to me not just for a plan, but also for encouragement and to help them keep on track, maintain their focus, and build their businesses. It says that's why coaching is often a part of small entrepreneurs or of smart entrepreneurs' plan. That's why coaching is a part of not small entrepreneurs. I'm sorry. That's why coaching is often part of the smart entrepreneurs' plan. It gives perspective. An experienced third party can see your situation more clearly than you can, and it is able to offer useful guidance and encouragement on that basis. So, taking the leap of faith, you guys might have heard this before. We're going to end this after taking the leap of faith. So, all entrepreneurs know what taking the leap of faith is, right? Believing in yourself when nobody else does. Let's talk about it. The Random House Dictionary defines an entrepreneur as one who assumes the risk of a business venture. It says an essential element of entrepreneurship is taking calculated risk not only when you start a business, but continually, right? This is an ongoing thing. Now, as your business grows, taking calculated risk involves considering your options, knowing your business, and being ready to alter your direction when the market changes. With that being said, it says Christopher Brown, a successful real estate entrepreneur, says, I don't see it as a risk, right? Once I've got my mind made up, I go for it. I felt that one. I have enough self confidence to follow through and make my project fly. From my point of view, there's little risk involved. This view may sound unusual, but it doesn't have to be. If you're prepared with inner and outer resources, you stand a good chance of being able to say much the same thing to yourself someday. So let's talk about it. These are all essential inner qualities that you need to take the leap of faith as an entrepreneur. Vision. Number one is vision. Write this down on a piece of paper. Vision, right? It's critical that you are able to envision your business from startup all the way to the exit strategy. You need to know clearly what business you want to build, even if you don't know how you're going to do it. This includes how your personal passion fits your business idea, as well as your vision is the foundation from which everything is constructed in your business. So ask yourself one question. What or why are you going into business in the first place, right? So number one was vision. Number two is drive. You must internally be driven to make your vision a reality. When the going gets tough, it will ignore the cat in the background, guys. It says drive. You must be internally driven to make your vision a reality. When the going gets tough, it will. Your dedication to your vision, along with self motivation, will keep you working hard to make your business profitable. It says it's drive, setting and achieving your goals that propels you forward daily. Next one is confidence. So we got vision, drive. Third one is confidence. Unshakable confidence is crucial in building your business. No matter what circumstances arise, authentic confidence makes people respond positively, including your customers, your employees, and even your competitors. So ask yourself one question. Do you have the nerve to walk in a room and be able to sell them your service? Decisiveness. Anyone can make a decision, but as an entrepreneur, you have to make smart decisions based on the best attempt to gather information. You don't have time to wait for all the facts to come in before you decide to make a decision. You must develop possible solutions and begin implementing them. Then, if one doesn't work, you go on to the next. Does that sound a lot like you? So far we got vision, drive, confidence, decisiveness, right? And you guys can always hit the screen, and it'll go back 10 more seconds if you guys are taking notes. And you guys, I don't want to go too fast for you guys or nothing like that. Um, Flexibility. This involves a combination of originality, curiosity, as well as analysis. You need to be a good troubleshooter, generate many ideas, and be open to learning and gaining expertise in areas related to your field. You must be prepared to change plans quickly, even give up your pet ideas in order to work efficiently and to produce the results you want. So that's flexibility. So far, we have vision, drive, confidence, decisiveness, flexibility. The next one is powerful communication. This is very crucial. When communicating with customers, clients, colleagues, or vendors, ask yourself, what do I want specifically out of this conversation? How can I communicate this clearly? How does the other person, or what does the other person want specifically? Listen carefully to answer. As a business owner, you must be sensitive to others, expectations, needs, as well as signals to be able to see things from their perspective, right? And be able to walk a mile in their shoes, right? Seeking to understand, meeting people exactly where they're at, not right, not expecting people to understand exactly what we're facilitating to them, but asking questions, right? And being able to seek to understand. That's how you build relationships, and that's how you keep relationships, right? Lack of communication, that's how bridges get burnt, and that's how you don't get anywhere, right? So you must communicate, use your resources. Results orientation. Getting things done is a lifeblood of every business. As an entrepreneur, you need to get things done efficiently and meet your deadlines on time. This takes time, careful planning, prioritizing your projects, following through, and solving problems on the spot. Multitasking. So this means wearing many different hats. So there's not one way to do something. You learn how to do it, you learn how to do, you learn how, or you find help. It's essential to be willing to try new things, to listen to the opposing ideas, and to quickly study, right? To be quick to study. Seek to understand. I'm going to keep saying that. Seek to understand. If you only want to do certain part of the business, perhaps you should think twice about starting your own. You must be willing to do many different tasks, right? Even non-money making tasks, right? Even those that you don't like. Does this sound a lot like you? Optimistic attitude. This is awesome as well. High expectations of equal success. Most entrepreneurs are highly motivated to succeed. They know everything that they do is worth doing and has obstacles as well as setbacks. Just like life, and that when they experience two steps forward, one step back syndrome, it's important to be patient enough to wait for the results, right? It says it's a well known fact that many very successful entrepreneurs had at least one failed business beforehand. Optimism also means that when you do fail, you recognize that growth is that you are not a failure, but it is a strategic product or technique that failed, right? You also recognize that there's most likely a better solution for which then you proceed to find. So optimists often express gratitude, guys. Keyword gratitude. Seek to understand. The next word is gratitude, right? Gratitude is going to take you a long way. Gratitude is going to gratitude is going to just carry you. I'm telling you, stick around for all the other different classes that I have. I talk about gratitude all the time. It's a lifestyle. Daily practice, gratitude will take you a long way, right? It's going to help you see a lot more clear when things seem a bit foggy, right? You also recognize that there's most likely a better solution, which then you proceed to find. Optimists often express gratitude for what they have rather than fretting about what they don't have, right? So here are thoughts, right? Let's jump in the mindsets of some successful entrepreneurs. It says step out and believe it's going to happen. But at the same time, keep your fingers crossed. And that was written by Barbara Llewellyn, who's catering and in special events. She's a successful entrepreneur. The next one is treat people with respect. Your job is to provide a service that helps them control the outcome of their issue or problems. Cindy Elwell. The next one is being willing to fail and willing to have a mentor or two, right? They help you see what you can. And that was written by Heidi Paul. And so, guys, again, it's very important to have coaches as well as mentors in your life. Nobody just knows it all. And the most successful people I know, they have mentors, they have coaches on on standby. It says the fourth one, you got to have both a head and a heart for business. The head is how you persevere and solve problems you didn't know that you could. The heart is what shows through to the customers. And that's by Cheryl Thompson, a bodacious from the Bodacious Women's Club. Stay in integrity and keep your eye on the long term wide view. It's the law of circulation. Whatever you put on there is what also comes back to you, right? So understand that's written by Hugh Groman, also in catering. So, guys, we got to understand that what we put out into the air is going to come back to us, right? Number five, some entrepreneurial traits. It says something, well, this is a side quote. It says some entrepreneurial traits will fit you like a glove, while others will stretch, but all can be developed, right? All can be developed when we seek to understand, when we devote ourselves to continuing our education, right? Over time, we're going to grow. Over time, we're going to continue failing forward. Over time, things are going to continue to make sense, right? Got to keep digging. So, to all the youth out there, continue digging. To anybody that is tuning in, continue to keep digging. And we also go by the name of I am Battlestrong. So, over here, we battle strong, right? Happily, you do not have to excel in all these traits. Some some entrepreneurial traits will fit you like a glove, while others will be a stretch. But all can be developed, even if you are an accidental entrepreneur. Says, contrary to popular opinion, entrepreneurs are not born. If you study the lives of successful business owners, you will discover that one additional trait is their willingness to continually learn, develop themselves, and gain insights from their mistakes. So, for those that don't know, I started from completely rock bottom. I lost everything. I'll show you guys my eviction letter right here. This is my eviction letter. For those of you guys that don't know my story, my journey, lost everything in Colorado, right? Got hit by a security officer, boom, got hit, lost my car, ended up getting my insurance license. During the time I'm getting my insurance license, which I failed my exam 6 times, and I also failed my health exam 6 times. I ended up passing my life license, right? Homeless, right? Living with other people in Colorado. That journey took me all the way to Maryland, right? All the way to Maryland as I was dialing as an appointment setter in the insurance industry. Then it took me to New Jersey. Then I went all the way down to Sarasota, Florida, all the way here to Oklahoma City. And this is what we see now. But I started with the same thing that is in my hands. So, guys, I'm here to tell you that when you have a vision, when you have a purpose, when you have a passion, you're going to build persistency. You're going to build efficiency. You're going to be passionate about what you do. People are going to see that, and they're not going to be confused about what you have going on. And what did it say at the beginning of this? It literally said about taking the leap of faith. Like, you have to be able to take the leap of faith, right? And then it also says if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to assess your level of comfort with both risk, such as financial as well as personal. So all during the last 4 years that I became an entrepreneur, an accidental entrepreneur to be exact, um, we got to ask ourselves, guys, we got to understand that at any given time, I had the opportunity to tap out. At any opportunity, I could have quit. At any opportunity, I could have said, you know what? Maybe these people are right. Like, what am I doing? I can't be an entrepreneur. I'm just going to go get a 9 to 5 and just settle. That's not what I wanted. I want to do this, right? I'm passionate about what I do. That's why I show up every day. So, again, another day is always another opportunity to battle strong. We're able to keep this under 20 minutes. So, feel free, guys, to share this video with any aspiring entrepreneur that's out there, no matter what age they are. We're going to continue dissecting this book. This was chapter 2 of the accidental entrepreneur. So 50 things I wish someone had told me about starting a business. Now, when someone writes a book and they say, I wish someone had told me, that means that they must have made a lot of mistakes along the way. And they put a lot of different solutions and resources in this book. So that way we don't have to come up with a book of 50 things that we wish someone had told us. We're going to learn together, right? And we're going to battle strong. And so shout out to all my aspiring entrepreneurs out there, and also entrepreneurs. May whatever it is that you're building, whatever your vision is, whatever it is that keeps you up at night for you to continue becoming this entrepreneur and evolving along your journey, may it prosper. May abundance of clientele come your way. and may you continue your education. So that way we can continue to grow together. That was a lot of continues. But when you're evolving and you're growing, it's a lot of continuation. You get what I'm saying? Talk about education. But anyways, wow, I'm over here rapping. I'm not even trying to. But anyways, guys, have a great Tuesday. Every Tuesday we'll be dissecting this book, The Accidental Entrepreneur, written by Susan Brown. So shout out to Susan Brown, somewhere out there in the world. She's out there. She wrote this book, and I just want to say thank you. I actually want to try to get in contact with her because she's a business coach, and I need some business coaches on my team. So with that being said, shout out to all you guys that are out there. And another day is always another opportunity to battle strong. God bless. Let's get it.